When I was younger, I should have known better.
What's going on, guys? Peter DeSoni here, your favorite real estate agent in Boston. Today I'm going to be talking about a question that I get asked quite a bit. It's why do I want to be a real estate agent, or why did I choose to be one? And quite simply, after many years of watching my mom work, I enjoyed watching her work ethic and the control that she had over her schedule. And I decided, with the hobbies that I have myself, I want to have a flexible schedule. I want to be able to do what I want and be able to enjoy life, because I feel like we shouldn't just dedicate every single day to just work and work and work. I think you should leave time for yourself, and I think that's really important for human growth. And so that's really, I loved the flexibility of the schedule. That was something that really drew me to it. Another thing is having the control over your success. You don't have a boss. It's not a 9-to-5 where you check in, they tell you whether you're doing a good job or not, and they have the control and the power to decide whether you deserve a raise or not. And I don't like that. I like having control over my success. I like being the one that deems whether I make more money or not. And that's the only way to do that is I have to work harder. So that's really something that I like about real estate. I like the control aspect. I have control over my schedule. I have control over how much money I make. I have control over my success. I have control over image, because at the end of the day in real estate, clients are choosing agents as the product, not so much the real estate itself. They're choosing agents to help them and guide them through this process. And so the way I put myself out there and the way I have to keep it professional, but I can also put my own style to it. It's not a cookie cutter thing. So I have, like I said, I have control over my image. Another thing that I get asked is, I explain that, I tell them that I really love it. It's perfect for me, for my lifestyle and how I want to live my life. And then they ask, well, do you think I should get my real estate license? And usually I'll just answer, I'll say, sure, it's always good to have your license, but whether or not you become a full-time agent, that's a different story. I think to be a full-time real estate agent, it takes a certain personality to be able to have success continuously in this profession, because it's tough. If you're someone that gives up after a few failures, this is definitely not the profession for you. I will tell you that right now, because you will face failures in this profession, but that's the same with anything in life. You will go through failures. Nothing is easy. It won't be handed to you. So if you can't deal with failure, this is not the profession for you. Also, if you're someone that doesn't have that strong of a work ethic, you like to relax and just kind of do whatever. You go in, they give you your work, or you receive your work, and you just want to do that. You have no aspirations to do more than that. You just want to go in, do your work, go home, relax. That's all you want to do. Real estate, again, is not for you. I do not recommend it if you are not ready to put in extra hours or do extra work. That's going above and beyond what really you're expected to do. Because sometimes I'll come in and I'll be in the office for 10 hours, staying busy, doing showings, trying to update new things, trying to innovate. I'm always trying to think of new creative ideas, not to reinvent the wheel or anything, but to maybe do things differently, to make things a little more simple for clients, so it makes their decision easier, to where, wow, this is just put out for me like that. I'll choose that. I'll choose the easier path. But that's just the way I operate. I'm always thinking. I'm always trying to be creative. I want more. I'm always pushing for more. And I'm never really satisfied. That's just the way I think. I always kind of keep it at one level. I celebrate the successes, like you all. I think you always should, but I also don't get too down on the failures. And I think that's something that I struggle with, if I'm being honest, is sometimes if I have something planned out and it doesn't go the way I want it to, it sucks. And as a young agent, that's something that I'm learning to get over, to just be able to move past failures like that. If something doesn't go my way, just to be like, okay, well, next time. And really, when I encounter failures or any type of adversity, I think I always look at them as lessons for the future. How can I fix this and do better next time so that doesn't happen, so it ends up going the way that I want it to. That's the way I think. So like I said, it definitely takes a certain mentality and personality to have success in real estate. Vilma told me that it is a very saturated market. There's thousands of real estate agents in Boston alone, but 80 to 85% of them fail. They stop doing real estate, and a lot of it is because maybe, at least I believe, it's because maybe they saw someone who was driving a really nice car, wearing fancy clothes, and they were like, wow, what do you do? And they were like, oh, I'm a real estate agent. And right away they think, oh, that doesn't seem so hard. I can be a real estate agent. And it's a lot harder than what many people think. You go through a lot of failures, and that deters a lot of people. It turns them away. And hence the 80 to 85% failure rate for a lot of agents. They stop, they quit, they don't want to do it anymore. So that's what I have to say about real estate. I definitely think it takes a certain personality. You have to be persistent, you have to be hardworking. You can't lose hope. If something doesn't go your way, you always have to have that vision in your head of what you know is going to happen. And I think when you face adversity, keeping that strong vision in your head really helps kind of manifest what your vision is into a reality. But yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. That's my story on how I chose to become a real estate agent and whether or not it might be the right fit for you. Okay guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.